Hey, welcome to Mogul Media TV. I'm your guest host, Josi Marie, and I'm sitting here with a very, very successful entrepreneur, C. Anthony Harris. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. After hearing you speak today, it just, it just rejuvenated me, and I'm so glad we could have you here today to speak to us. And Mogul Media TV, just to tell you a little bit about it, it's the entrepreneur's choice. That's their main focus on entrepreneurs, and you're an entrepreneur yourself.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us why choose to be an entrepreneur?
I followed an entrepreneur who was living a lifestyle I wanted, and entrepreneurs have freedom.
Yeah.
Employees, they follow rules and regulations of a company. An entrepreneur sets his or her own goals. So I like that. That was the freedom aspect, to do whatever you want, whenever you want. So I choose entrepreneurship.
When did you choose entrepreneurship? Do you think that there is a certain age to become an entrepreneur, or do you think you can become an entrepreneur at any time of your life?
At first I thought it was out of luck, and you had to have a whole lot of money to be an entrepreneur. But once I got that out of my mind, I understood that it's all free enterprise. So the sky's the limit, and I've decided to become an entrepreneur and then help other people to become entrepreneurs, because I discovered this freedom.
So when did you actually decide to be an entrepreneur? How old were you? I know, that's a tricky question.
Yeah, I was 33 when I decided to be an entrepreneur.
Wow, that's great.
And it was kind of late.
Do you think so? So do you think that being an entrepreneur has its age?
Well, the sooner the better, but it doesn't have an age limit. You can have entrepreneurs who start in 60s or the 70s. There's no timeline, but the sooner is better for yourself to enjoy your life as an entrepreneur with that freedom.
Okay, so you were around 30.
Yeah, 33,
30 something. When you became an entrepreneur, what were you doing before then?
Prior to that, I used to be a computer analyst working for the federal government. I just ran.
That's a good job.
Excellent job, quote unquote, but only paid bills. So I learned better, and I learned from the best of the best, from being an employee to being an entrepreneur.
So moving from having a traditional job to becoming an entrepreneur, how was the transition?
Well, the transition, first has to start in your mind. It takes mental toughness, because you have to be disciplined, you have to be excited, you got to be focused, you got to work with your mentor. So it's a challenge, and that's where a lot of people fail. They don't go through the challenge.
Okay.
So the challenge makes you a better person, where you grow. Spiritually, mentally, physically, professionally, and financially.
Is that how you measure success? Some people measure success based on how much money they have in their account.
No,
how do you measure success?
That's one of the elements, so it's a tool. But success is wealth, 5 areas. Because I wrote a book called Living the 5 Wealth Principles. So wealth is spiritual wealth, physical, professional, emotional. You got to grow being a better person, and the money comes after you're doing all the
So the money is the last thing you should worry about when it comes to success.
That's the reward.
So do you feel like you're successful?
No, yeah, I am successful, but not to where I want to be.
So
my goal is to create 100 millionaires.
100 million. How many have you created at this time?
57 so far.
58?
58.
58.
And 59.
And 59, Mogul Media TV. What is the advice you would have for upcoming, entrepreneurs who want to get to where you have gotten?
You just have to stay focused, be disciplined, know what you want. You got to know what you want. You got to be going after something, and know that you want it, and that only you can do it. You're the only one that's responsible to getting it. Follow great mentors. Learn as much as you can, and be excited.
Be excited. How important is passion?
Passion is going to come from doing those things.
Okay.
Because now you're going to own it. If you know what you want, the passion shows up.
Definitely.
Just like if you want to take care of your mom. Or just like a lot of people put passion into things of negatives.
Yeah.
A death, or their job's on the line, or their back is against the wall. That's when the passion goes into somebody. You can do it yourself by knowing what you want in life.
Alright, so another thing, something that's very interesting. I saw a previous interview of yours, and you had these bracelets here, and now I see that you have them on again. So what are these about?
Well,
can you zoom in on this so you can see what
these are the 5 principles of wealth.
Based on your book?
From my book, Living the 5 Wealth Principles.
Okay.
And we just color code them, because once you can see it, you're going to live it. Once it goes into the subconscious mind, so each principle has a color. So the 5 principles are persistency, consistency, discipline, urgency and excitement. So when you look at millionaires or wealthy people, they're living these principles.
Why do you?
So you got to be persistent in what you want. You got to be consistent going after it. You got to have your discipline whereby no one's telling you what to do. You got to be urgent to get it done now, not procrastinate. And you got to be excited because you know you're off to a better life.
I think that's definitely a very important book for entrepreneurs to get their hands on. So if they wanted that book, because I wanted myself.
Okay.
And I want it signed.
So you have an autographed copy on Saturday. Well, for those of you that's looking at this interview, you can go to vision1.com. That's the name of my website, visionone.com. Vision1.com, and you get my book, Living the 5 Wealth Principles.
Thank you so much for sitting with us today and for giving that great speech to everybody. I think it touched everybody here. And another big thanks to Mogul Media TV for covering this event. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh, you gave me your card, right?